Hello everyone, this is Debby and I come to you today in this new year. First of all, I just want to wish you Happy New Year 2019. It's been a while, I know, I've missed all of you and I'm back this new year hoping to share more recipe and tips, healthy way of eating, and for us to get, have a good health in this 2019. I'm just gonna try my best to be a good partner to you, to show you what I know, and also learn from you. We're gonna go with, first of all, my fish, my grilled fish. I call it Poisson Braise. So in French it's called Poisson, which is fish, so pretty much it's a grilled fish. So first of all, we're gonna need a fresh tilapia fish. They're already clean. And then we're gonna need some paste tomatoes, some paprika pepper, some onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, salt, and then for the fresh, also Dijon mustard. For the fresh ingredients, we will need an habanero pepper, some garlic, fresh garlic, and also Maggi cube, seasoning cube, some onion leaves, the ginger, lime, tomato, onion, and also our green pepper. So that's what we probably need. So if there's anything that I forgot, I can just come back and just, introduce you. We will probably also need a little bit of some parsley, fresh parsley. So first of all, let's work on how to prepare our seasoning for our fish. So all of this stuff here I already washed and cleaned, so don't worry if you don't see me washing them because I already did. So we're gonna first of all cut into pieces our green onion leaves, into pieces some ginger, and then put it into the blender. We're gonna add some garlic, fresh garlic, some habanero pepper. I use just half for now. And then I'm gonna add some parsley. Let's add some onions, just a little bit. So I'm gonna just some onions, just a little bit. So we're gonna add a little bit of water, and then blend it. Okay, so we have our blended seasoning for our fish. So our next step will be to work on our fish. So I'm just gonna grab that. So how do we work on our fish? First of all, we need the lime. I need to cut it into two and use it to kind of, like I said, the fish is already clean, but because of the bad fresh smell, I tend to use the lime to kind of massage the fish. It's just funny, massage the fish. And then inside out, all over. The same thing for this one too. Okay. And then our next step will be to get some salt and just sprinkle that on it. Inside. The same way. You just sprinkle that on top, inside out. And once we're done with that, our next step will be to add our seasoning. So I'll just put it into this jar, the bowl right here. I just leave a little bit inside because I'll still use it for the sauce. We'll add 1 Maggi cube in there. Tablespoon, like half a tablespoon of Dijon. And a tablespoon of olive oil. And then we're gonna mix it. Once it's mixed, we'll dress the fish with that. Inside, out. Okay, the same thing with this one here. Don't forget to add some inside. Okay, so our fish is ready to go into the oven. I already preheated the oven. You put it on broil, 520, I think it's 525. And then for like 15 minutes. And then since it's ready to go in, I'm just gonna put it in. So I have my pan here. I'll just drizzle a little bit of olive oil inside. And then our fish is ready to go into the oven. Looking good. So let's go. Okay, so now we're gonna work on our sauce for the fish. I'm gonna use the remaining of the onion. Just cut it into small pieces to blend it. I will need 3 tomatoes. Like I said, they were already washed, so they're clean. Okay, so we're gonna blend the whole thing in our blender, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have our pepper blend here. It's like onion, tomatoes, and then we're gonna add some fresh garlic and the half on a barrel that I left. So that's it. That's all we need to make our spicy sauce for the fish. So I'm gonna blend the whole thing, and then we're gonna go on the fire and start it. I'm gonna show you how to make the spicy sauce that goes on top of the fish. So first of all, I have my pan on the fire, always olive oil. Drizzle some a little bit inside, and then okay, first of all, we're gonna start with our paste tomato, like a teaspoon of that. And add the sliced onion. Fry it. And then we're gonna add our mixture of garlic, habanero pepper, onion, and tomato. And then a pinch of black pepper, pinch of onion powder, pinch of garlic powder, paprika, pinch of it, and a pinch of salt. And then stir it. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit water into the leftover here and just pour it inside. Just a little bit. Okay. And then we're gonna cover it up and let it cook pretty much for like 15 minutes, and then we'll come back to it. Friends, our next step will be how to make our garnishing, our vinaigrette that will go on top of the fish. For our vinaigrette, we will need an onion, tomato, the half lime, some parsley, Maggi cube, seasoning cube, salt, black pepper, oil, and vinegar. We're going to start by cutting our onions. So I'm going to cut it into half and then use half of it, slide it. Okay, and then add our tomato. I remove whatever it is inside, the inside out. Slide it into cubes. You want to dice it. And then dice our parsley. A little bit of green pepper. Okay, and then I'm gonna mix it in the bowl. So pinch of salt, black pepper, pinch of it, and then Maggi cube, seasoning cube. Squeeze half of the lemon, not the whole thing, just a little bit of lime juice. And then two tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of vinegar. Actually, let's make it 2. Mix the whole thing. You can add more oil if you want to, but the goal is to reduce, the fat. The goal is to try and eat healthy. So we want to reduce as much as possible any fatty oil, even though the olive oil is considered to be good, but we still don't want to overdo it. So we're going to mix the whole thing up. And then you can taste it, and to your taste, you can either add more salt, but for me, I think this is just perfect. And then voila, we have a vinaigrette for our fish ready to go on top of the fish. Okay, so now we're gonna go check on our fish in the oven and also check on our spicy sauce on top of the stove. So let's go. Okay, it's time for us to check on our spicy sauce. Oh, it's almost done. It's been 20 minutes on the stove, on the fire. So we're just gonna add our oil. 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Right there. And then our seasoning cube. And stir it. So you can just, taste it and see if the salt is to your taste. Then you don't need to add anything. But if you don't like the taste of it, you can either add a little bit salt. So we'll leave it on the fire for another 5 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes actually, on low, and then that will be ready to go on the fish. But before we do that, I will add a little bit of the paprika because I like spicy. So just another pinch of it, stir it up, and then let's cover it for 10 minutes, and then that will be it. Then we're gonna check on our fish right now. It's ready. It's looking so good. It's been 30 minutes in the oven on broil. So we're gonna let it sit a little bit so that it can cool down. That will help for us to take it out of the pan without breaking it off. So we'll let it sit a little bit before we can take it out of there. So let's go. Thank you. Okay, friends, so this is the end of our journey. We're done with our grilled fish, our Poisson Braise. It's looking good. So I'm gonna, invite you to try that dish. Just, do it for your family, do it for friends, and let me know, write a comment, let me know how you find it and how did you enjoy it. So we're gonna now work on our presentation, our finishing, our garnishing, and then we will move to the next step, which is degusting and eating what we made. Okay, so we have our fish right here, and then we're gonna use, the first thing that will go on the fish will be our spicy sauce. It's a choice though that you have to either put it on the side, but I prefer to use it on top of the fish because it gives it a moist and a kick. It brings something extra to the taste. So I'm gonna garnish the fish with our spicy sauce and then move to the next. Okay, so you just put a little bit on top of the fish, walk yourself through on that, just make it sit on top of it, and that's good, just a little bit. And like I said, it depends on your taste. If you want more, you can add more. If you want it on the side, you can put it on the side. I like it on top of the fish. And then I'll set this here. The next step will be to add our vinaigrette. So we'll add that on top of the fish. Oh, it's looking so good. Then add some of the juice on top of it. Oh, it smells so good. Just smells good. Then to finish that up, I have a decorated tomato right there. You can add your lime on this side, and then just a little piece of parsley right here, and voila, you have your fish ready to be eaten. Tell me what you think about this. It looks good, I know. Okay, so this is our presentation. That's how it's going to look. Like I said, this is a good dish for a family time, good dinner. Even when you have a little party, you can try this out. So I'm just going to make you feel bad that you can't eat it. I'm just going to try it. So you can actually eat it with either white rice, couscous, fried plantain, or couscous cassava, any other side dish that you prefer. But for today, we're gonna use our white rice, and let's go. So you are definitely invited to join me, and let's try this out. It tastes good. Definitely it tastes good. You definitely need to try this out. Make it at home. I can guarantee that 100% you're gonna love it. Enjoy yourself. So well, guys, I'm just gonna leave you right here. I'm still gonna invite you to join our channel, to invite friends to share our videos, and please give us your input right in our comments. Let us know what you want to see this year 2019. What do you need to see? What do you want us to change? What do you want us to improve? And even tell us what kind of menu do you want to see? What kind of dish do you want to see? That will help us to give us a direction on what to work on this year 2019. So it was a pleasure spending the time with you. Hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.